The vexed issue of energy costs in Jamaica needs to be addressed. They are way too high, and they are another structural impediment to economic transformation. We have some proposals to ensure a viable and sustainable electricity system and to bring down electricity costs to consumers and businesses.
I don't like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants.
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new video. And in this one, my people, we're still on the whole spiked bill from the Jamaica Public Service, who is the only energy service company currently in Jamaica. And we're seeing radio personality Emily Shields weigh in on the situation, my people. And I want you to listen to this part of a clipping where she spoke on the matter and who basically politicizing the whole outages from the passage of Hurricane Beryl. And she touched on some very important aspect, my people. And now we should have come out and rally around together, coming out to speak against JPS and even the current government, because they can do something about it. Remember, I did a video where I telling you that them can cap the gas tax for kind of make it easier for the people. And she spoke and said that gone are the days we are complaining about JPS and we really couldn't do nothing because we didn't get the electricity. But now that the people them never have electricity for over 4 to 5 weeks, some people still out of electricity, and the people them getting a spike bill, let alone estimated bills, and nobody is doing anything about it. But listen what she have to say, people.
And the broadside has come in the face of hefty increases in light bills sent to customers of the JPS post-Hurricane Beryl. And whereas in previous times when people complain about electricity bills, there was never a national period of outage on which people could rally back and to say collectively, no, I know I didn't use this because 1, I didn't have any power at that time. 2, even if I did have power, blah, blah, blah. We just never had that footing. Now that we do have that footing, there is this almost Machiavellian ministerial strategy designed by Darrell Vaz, which has completely taken, I think, the opposition by surprise. And it has undoubtedly disarmed the opposition of its own firepower on a crucial issue which has the potential of costing the government dearly at the polls, on top of every other disaffection that there is by the people of Jamaica with the current administration. So it is clear to me that Darrell Vaz calculated that if people become more and more upset against JPS, and if they continue to see us as one and the same as JPS, i.e. the government as one and the same with JPS, then we can suffer at the polls. So what am I going to do? Thinks Darrell Vaz. I am going to take on the role of opposition member concerning this matter. Never mind that I'm the minister. But I'm going to make sure I arm myself sufficiently with the ammunition so that the terms of the JPS license, which seem ultra favorable to this entity, I'm going to put the administration in an advantageous position so we can renegotiate something that will redound better to the interests not only of this private sector monopoly, but to the people of Jamaica. Guess what? It's a beautiful political strategy. Absolutely beautiful strategy. And you know why? If there's going to be a winner in this, the winner will be the people of Jamaica. There may be other winners, but one thing for sure, the people of Jamaica will win. Because based on what is now in front of us, the questions that have been asked by Daryl Vaz, based on the matters he's raised, they are proper questions. A proper probe, a proper audit has to be conducted because it's a long time we are suffering around here.
And so following the slow-paced restoration by the Jamaica Public Service, we're seeing Daryl Vaz, who is the Minister of Energy, coming out each time with people, and him attack basically to make the people of Jamaica, think that they're doing something. We even seen the opposition spokesperson on energy, Philip Palwell, coming out, calling on the OUR, to address certain issues as it pertains to JPS. Right? We have learned that JPS took a 30% increase and spike up the people them bill. And we're seeing the Minister of Energy now, Daryl Vaz, coming out saying that they should have only increased the bill by 6%. What kind of increase? The people them not no light. The people them never had use no light for that billing cycle. What kind of 6% and 30%? No increase, no figure up on it. None at all. The people them shouldn't get no bill to begin with. But because there are some contract my people with the OUR and JPS, where the OUR give them authority, my people, to basically cycle estimated bills even when the people them don't have an accurate reading. Remember them say them gone digital, So who is really there to stand up and fight for the people them? No bill not for run, and if bill even run, and the government for pay that. But because my people, the government is reaping big half of it. So when JPS increase this and increase that, the government get a whole heap of GCT, the government get a whole heap of special consumption tax. Now we see the Chief Financial Officer of JPS, Vernon Douglas, running out to saying that he apologized to all JPS customers who are angry at the huge spike in their electricity bills. That's the best they can do. Apologize. The people them don't need no apology. The people them don't need no apology. And they're saying that because they had to get some diesel oil. And the diesel oil is expensive than what they normally use. And that is the reason for the spiked bill.
Any price changes that is like this, which is undesired, which would have resulted on the average customer having a 15% bill. I think I certainly want to express my apology. I was sorry that this is something that I think should have been communicated much better than what we have done, and want to express my apology for that, because indeed this is something that should never have caught our customers by surprise. The Finance Ministry, as I would have discussed previously, we would have expressed the very structural nature of the production system, whereby LNG ships leaving port and the switch to the fuel, be it ADO, would automatically result in higher fuel costs. We reviewed these calculations thoroughly. They are also subject to review by the regulator. As far as I am concerned and have looked at the matter myself, there is no error in the calculation.
And I heard her made mention that Daryl Vaz basically playing the role of the opposition, because he is the one in charge of the energy ministry, and basically is like him as saying hands tied certain ways. Certain issues are regulatory issues. That's what came out of his mouth at one point. And so I try refreshing the memory of people where the opposition leader Mark Boland spoke about ways and means to help the Jamaican people in lowering the cost of energy and electricity in his 2024 budget presentation. Take a listen.
The vexed issue of energy costs in Jamaica needs to be addressed. They are way too high, and they are another structural impediment to economic transformation. We have some proposals to ensure a viable and sustainable electricity system and to bring down electricity costs to consumers and businesses. We'll undertake a massive regularization support drive for electricity connections, including a subsidy to help families meet the costs of rewiring, inspection, and certification. And we will provide these families with solar panels to help them manage their energy costs going forward and build climate sustainability. We'll roll out a national energy efficiency, natural lighting, and passive cooling program, financed by local, regional, and international development banks and private risk capital. The objective here is to achieve an average 50% reduction in residential energy consumption and costs, with a very short payback of a few years. We'll prioritize achieving our renewable energy target of 33% by 2030. This government has failed to issue regular renewable energy RFPs, requests for proposals. Indeed, they've only issued one in the last 8 years. That is an indictment on their management of the economy. These RFPs generate fee income for the government, and the capital required to implement these wind, solar, hydro, and waste-to-energy projects is privately funded. We intend to issue utility-scale RFPs every 2 to 3 years to reach the renewable energy target. And Mr. Speaker, we will review the tax system affecting the energy sector to ensure that it incentivizes investments in efficiency and cost-reducing replacement and expansion of the sector, in keeping with our policy priorities to reduce Jamaica's carbon footprint.
So when this current administration had promised plans, energy plans to help reduce energy costs and electricity costs, and still cannot deliver on it. Remember, that was one of Prime Minister Andrew Holness's 2016 campaign, when we win over the Jamaican people, because they said that they were going to set up a whole heap of plants, get other electricity company on board,
The Labour Party will make sure that we put in place more efficient electricity generating plants to bring down the cost of electricity to you. I don't like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity.
But still at a JPS alone in the country, and they have the opportunity to do something to rescue the Jamaican people from the high electricity costs. And to this day, they still have not done so. And in a time like this, where the people have never get no electricity, some places still out of electricity, and they still cannot stand up for the Jamaican people. My people, I want to know where you tell me when you think of what Emily Shields said. Tell me when you think of what the opposition leader said. Tell me when you think of Vaz's back and forth with the OUR as well as JPS. Tell me, my people, in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Or run over to my other platform, Facebook and TikTok. Follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership. You get a lot of benefits by becoming a member, only a small fee per month to be a member. As you come up on the videos them, please to like and share them out. Get this video to at least 2,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.